let's be real for a second. There's a conversation about India happening everywhere, but it's not public. It's a quiet, persistent hum of frustration, a global whisper campaign. On the surface, everyone loves India: yoga, Bollywood, tech, democracy. But beneath the glossy image, there's a different story, one of annoyance and quiet eye rolls. No one wants to say it out loud, but the silence is getting louder. This isn't about racism or simple prejudice, it's about 1,000 tiny paper cuts. Small, frustrating interactions that add up. People see headlines about India's economic miracle, our CEOs, our culture, but when they meet the reality, online in their cities as tourists, there's a disconnect. The brand isn't matching the product. That gap is where this quiet animosity grows. We're 1/6 of humanity. We're everywhere. Our flaws are magnified. When India has a problem, it spills over into online discourse, neighborhoods, universities. Our collective behavior is judged on a global scale. The world wants to love India, the potential is immense. But people are tired of excuses, tired of whataboutism, tired of the gap between our story and our actions. This isn't a hit piece, it's a look in the mirror. The first step to fixing a problem is admitting you have one. Right now, our global reputation has a problem. The world is holding its breath, waiting for us to get our act together. We have brilliance, history, warmth, and potential, but we need to close the gap between who we say we are and how we show up. It's time for a tough, honest conversation. Because if we don't address this, the silence will only get louder. Our reputation is too important to ignore. The world is watching and waiting. Let's give them a reason to cheer, not whisper. The change starts with us. Let's talk about civic sense, the unwritten rules of living together. Don't cut in line, keep public spaces clean, be mindful of noise. Simple, right? Yet, this is where a big stereotype about Indians comes from. From airport scrambles to littering in foreign parks, these small acts add up. They create an image personal convenience over collective courtesy. It's not a moral failing, it's a survival instinct from home. In a nation of 1.4 billion, you hustle to get what you need, but this mindset travels with us and the world runs on different social contracts. Our hardware often seems incompatible. Stories abound, messy apartments, noise complaints, annoyed locals. Each incident is minor, but together they form a pattern, a stereotype. It's a brand we're building, one rapper and one loud call at a time. The usual defense? You don't understand our culture. But this isn't about culture. Every culture values respect and cleanliness. This is about a breakdown in civic consciousness. We build beautiful temples, then throw trash outside the gates. We're proud of our heritage, but neglect public spaces. Until we fix this at home, we'll keep exporting the problem. Our reputation is shaped by these small acts. The world notices. It's time we did too. Indian immigration is a global phenomenon. We're doctors, engineers, students, the engine of the knowledge economy. But there's a flip side, integration. We create little Indias everywhere, grocery stores, temples, social clubs. It's comforting, but it can become a fortress. When neighborhoods change rapidly and newcomers don't mingle, tension grows. It's not racism, it's about feeling sidelined in your own community. We take a lot from our new countries, but do we give back? We work with others, but rarely socialize outside our circles. This self-imposed otherness fuels the narrative that we're only here for economic gain. The result? Social friction, resentment, and a harder path for the next generation. Are we becoming part of the national fabric, or just living parallel lives? Building community is vital, but building walls leads to isolation. True global respect comes from being part of the world, not just living in it. Integration is the real success story. The Indian work ethic is legendary. We hustle, we grind, we compete. It's why we excel in spelling bees, Silicon Valley, and top universities. But this hyper-competitive mindset, forged in a billion-strong crucible, has a dark side. Abroad it can seem ruthless and isolating. Western cultures value collaboration and balance. Our approach can feel like a solo race. The student who won't share notes, the colleague who works all hours. These behaviors create mistrust. It's not about skill, but about being a team player. This perception closes doors, creating a glass ceiling built on interpersonal dynamics. The hustle that gets you in the door might keep you from the corner office. We celebrate the grind, but rarely talk about the burnout or alienation it causes. We focus on the destination, forgetting to build relationships along the way. Success isn't always a solo sport. The world sees us as brilliant, but exhausting. We need to temper ambition with collaboration. True success is shared. Let's be known for teamwork, not just hustle. That's how we change the narrative. The internet is the great equalizer, and where India's reputation is taking a hit. Enter the nationalist troll army. Say anything critical of India, and you're swarmed. Abuse, whataboutery, coordinated attacks, it's relentless. These keyboard warriors think they're defending India, but they're doing the opposite. This digital aggression poisons global conversation, silences critics, and intimidates journalists. The goal isn't debate, it's domination. The playbook accuse, abuse, mass report, it paints India as intolerant and brittle. Instead of showing confidence, we look insecure. This isn't just a few trolls, it's a defining feature of our online presence. The result? People disengage or talk about India only in private. Our digital behavior is damaging our soft power. We need to show the world we can handle criticism, with confidence, not aggression. India's global brand is spiritual yoga, meditation, enlightenment. Millions come seeking wisdom and peace, but the reality is more complicated. How can the land of Ahimsa have such violence? How can the birthplace of Buddhism still be divided by caste? The world sees the spiritual sales pitch, then reads the headlines. The disconnect breeds cynicism. Our spirituality is real, but we can't ignore our social problems. The world is informed. They know about caste, corruption, pollution. Presenting only the light while ignoring the darkness feels like hypocrisy. Both sides are real, but the contradiction confuses and damages our image. To be a true spiritual leader, we must confront our own flaws. Enlightenment begins with honesty. Let's match our message to our reality. There's a new confidence in India, a rising tide of nationalism. Pride in our culture and history is great, but when patriotism turns to hyper-nationalism, it looks different abroad. It can seem aggressive, arrogant, intolerant. The stereotype of the Indian tourist, loud, demanding, disrespectful of local customs. Not every Indian, but often enough to build a reputation. The selfie stick tourist climbing monuments, the group that haggles and leaves a mess. This attitude, we're a rising power, we deserve this, is seen as entitlement. It's the opposite of the humble, curious traveler. Hotel managers, tour guides, shopkeepers welcome our business, but dread the attitude. Nationalism that feels good at home can backfire globally. True confidence is quiet, respectful, open. We want respect, but often demand it instead of earning it. We want to be seen as a leading power, but sometimes act like unruly guests. The first step to being a respected global citizen is to act like one. It starts with humility and curiosity. Less shouting, more listening, online and on vacation. That's how we earn a better global image. The world is watching. Let's give them a reason to admire us.